Alright guys, these rustic squirrel feeders are super hot sellers right now. You want to stock up on these for your craft shows, your flea markets, anywhere you're selling your project. These are going to sell right now. It's like the next thing coming into the market is the springtime. So any bird feeders, squirrel feeders, bird houses, anything for a garden. These rustic things right here are selling like crazy. I just made this whole thing up out of nothing and I'm about to show you how to do it right now. And look how much they're selling for, you guys. Like, it's all day, every day. For this project, we're going to use a 5.5-inch wide board. We're going to cut it, we're going to measure it down 16 inches and then 32 inches and cut those. And then I'm going to take this 3.5-inch wide piece of pallet wood and I'm going to rip it down into 2 strips.
So what I also ended up measuring here was a 6-inch pallet board at 13 inches long, and I cut that, and a 3.5-inch pallet board at 12 inches long, and I cut 2 of those for the sides.
Now somebody told me about gloves around the saw, so I'm definitely going to take their advice on that. Appreciate all the advice.
If you're into woodworking, I'm really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you're into stuff like this, please subscribe to the channel. I'm doing stuff like this all the time.
Alright, we got those cuts. Now we want to get this ripped down in a few strips. Alright, yeah, we're going that way. I have to set this guy up.
If you have to, definitely tighten your fence with some pliers or something.
Okay, now I'm definitely going to want this.
Because if you don't tighten your fence down well, this will definitely happen to you.
Gabe moved on me. That is not okay. That is not good at all. So that completely stinked and was amateur hour as hell.
I can't really tighten my fence down by hand. The bolt is kind of pointy, so I had to get some pliers and hook it up with some pliers real quick to get it right.
Alright, now we got all our pieces that we need. So this is going to be our back. I'm liking the way that's looking. I think it's inviting to the squirrels. Yeah, we rolling with that. So what I'm going to do is, let me see how wide this guy is. She is 11 1/4. So, let me cut this guy down to, do a couple strips at 11. And we'll cut this guy. I got this guy at 13 for the base. It's going to sit on the bottom just like that. So I'm going to take these over to the saw. I'm going to get these cut. Oh, while we're here, these are going to go on here like this. But I want these to sit at a little bit of an angle. Let me get my protractor. Just a slight angle. We'll say 15 degrees. Actually, I'm coming from this side because this is a straighter side. Go to the back. 15 degrees from the corner. We'll do the same thing on this side. Whatever side you're going to put to the edge. This one doesn't even matter. It's nice on both sides.
So I'll put a 15-degree slant on these guys, and we're going to cut that down right now.
Yeah, they're looking perfect. I just freehanded them on the table saw. Alright guys, now the fun part. The assembly. First thing we're going to do, add a little bit of glue in here. Stick these guys together like so. Bam. Bam. How about that? Then it won't move at all. Let me make sure I got the right size brad nails. I do not. Thank God I checked. Alright, maybe I should be prepared, huh? Let's try this. I'm liking it. This this is the back of our bar, or the front of our bar. I'm liking this like this. These boards are so warped, there's not a straight part on it. I'm working with some really crooked wood here, guys. The squirrels want the nice clean piece. I'm kind of liking the way this is sitting like this. I guess to make it level, I'm going to mark up an inch, half inch from the bottom, so that way I know where to level my floor at. Half inch on this side, half inch on this side. Take a flat piece of something, put it all the way across, and then scribe your line. Now I know I'm even. Let me mark it and see, make sure that I got this floor even, because I put the floor a little wider than the base. That way the squirrels have something to jump onto. Let me make sure I have this even on the whole thing. I'll do an inch on each side. Put an inch on each side, and I'm going to not glue outside of that. Just like that. I left an inch on each side glueless. I'm going to sit it right on my line. Now I really could clamp this and let it sit for 20 minutes. But I think I'm just going to pop a brad in it. Alright, I got it clamped up really nice. It's clamped. I'm about to hit it with a brad. I don't know if this brad's going to shoot all the way through that far, because I don't have the long brads in there. Nope, I got the baby brads in. I got to stick some longer boys in. Grab an inch and a half. I switch a lot between the half inch and the inch and a half. I'm going to go with the inch and a half so I can get in there. No, not my glue. Ah, not my project. All right. Now it's a party. Now that's perfect just for now until I get some screws in it. Okay, now we have our base. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but I put some screws in here. The memory in the camera filled up. So, sorry about that. I put some screws in there so that way the squirrels can hold the weight, or the feeder can hold the weight of the squirrels and they won't fall out of there. Next thing we're going to do is attach our sidewalls. These are going to sit just like this. And you can play with it, put it however you want to. I don't like how these aren't touching the bottom of this board down here. I'm going to have to sand some of this off. I'm going to cut this bottom board at 5 degrees just because my board is warped. You probably won't have to do this on your project, but I'm working with pallet wood, so just going to cut this really quick. 5 degrees might have been a little too hard. Alright, I just scribed 1 inch on there, both sides in pencil. And I'm going to put my outside of my board at my 1 inch marker. I think that looks a little better. Alright, that's looking like us right there. Smack a little glue on that boy. On the bottom too. Stick it right where we want it. 1 inch mark. Same thing on the other side. Actually, we'll hit this side. The brad nailer real quick. Just to hold it. Right on our 1 inch mark, all the way down, line it up. And I'll pop a brad in it from the back, from the bottom. And then from the back. Oh, I missed completely. That is not good. No bueno. Perfect. This one, I'm gonna have to get that one out of there. You're not like that. Got her on out of there. Back to perfect. Okay, now for this next part, we're going to want to measure our inside diameter of this guy. And that is 8 2/16. And we're going to want it as wide as this. And these are 3.5, I believe. Yep, 3.5. So we're just going to use another piece of plywood. Or this guy right here works just fine. We'll use this for the roof, and we'll use this for the inside diameter. We want some overhang. Yeah, we want some overhang. Give it some class. Ooh, I'm not liking the little crookedness of that because I took that little piece off of it. It's a squirrel bar. It'll be alright. Now, this one right here, that's going to go on the inside. I am going to put this one at a slight 15-degree cut. This one I ripped at a 15-degree angle, so that way when I set it down, it sits a little slanted to hold the peanuts. So we're going to put our 15-degree slant right here towards the back, so that way this board is just so slightly pointing up. Let me take it down to the sander. That's more better. I took it over to the belt sander, cleaned it up so that way the squirrelies have a fresh plate to eat on. I'll set this guy just like that. I like how that's sitting. From our bottom base plate, we'll measure 3.5 inches. Bottom base plate up. 3.5 inches. That way we know that we're right on. Mark this guy right across where we marked our 3.5 at. So I put a line right across where I want my thing to sit. I want my wood to sit. So now, I'm going to add some glue to this guy. Where'd my glue go? Dang it. I don't know if I can. Add some glue here. Bam. I'm adding a brad nail right here because I want it to sit good and tight in there. Alright, I'm adding the brad nail on this side too. So that's how that's sitting, just like that. This is going to hold our peanuts. Now we need something that's going to stop the peanuts from falling all the way down right here. And then put a lid on it. I'm thinking something like, bam, and then this can go right there like that. I'm liking that. On the inside though. I'm liking on the inside. So we'll get the diameter of this interior right here. This is going to sit on a hinge like so. And we'll put a little bar stool up for our squirrelies. And that's our bar. So let's get this interior measurement right here. 8 inches on the dot. Alright, we're just a little snug. Let me take it down to the sander real quick. And we'll do that just like that. Took a little too much down, but it'll be okay. This is what she's looking like. We're going to put this on a hinge up here. That's what she's looking like. A little crooked on top because I shortened that one board up with the 5-degree cut, but I bet you the squirrels don't complain. Now let's add some little touches to it. I'm going to throw some little bar stools up on it or something. Maybe right here just for them to play on. Let's see how this looks on there. Maybe. There's a bar stool. Let's check it out. So I'm going to take this over to the table saw. Boy, I'm getting sweet with that table saw. Getting real nice with the table saw. Okay, now let's make our little bar stools for these guys. Something quick from the imagination just to make it look nice. And then straight from the bottom, I'll nail it to my board just like this. I like that, just like that. That's our squirrel bar, gentlemen. I think my wife is going to be very happy with that. That is going to work just fine. They're going to love it. Just like that. Alright guys, these squirrel feeders are selling like crazy. Going into the spring, getting ready for craft shows, any kinds of flea markets, you're going to want to stock up on all your stuff right now. This guy right here, I make completely out of free pallet wood. Super quick and easy. It was a lot of fun to make. And look how much they're selling for, you guys. Like, it's all day, every day. The squirrels are going to love this thing. The wives are going to love this thing. The grandmothers are going to love this thing. All the aunts. Everybody's going to love this. This little bar is super cool. I like mine to look a little whimsical, a little funnier looking, cartoony. I think they sell better like that. I think people like them better like that. The rustic, cartoony look for them. So yeah, you don't have to get super in detail. You can see it's a little crooked, and that crookedness is just from the loose hinge and me taking that little 5-degree angle off over here to make it level on my uneven board. And it just gives it a little whimsical look. It makes it look awesome. And this is going to sell really fast. So you can make different types of bar stools to give it different styles. You can do this part out of plexiglass or glass so you can see it. I just did mine out of free pallet wood. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Trying to reach my goal. If you could help me out, that would be super duper awesome. If you like the video, please like the video and stay tuned for more. I'll be back for another project here in a couple days. Peace.